Yo, what's up YouTube? In this video we're going to talk about the front of the tractor, so stay tuned. We're going to talk about all the things that you need to say at the very front of the tractor before you open the hood. So if that's something you're interested in, stay till the end and I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so thank you for joining me. My name is Abdiel Zamora. In this channel, we are talking about trucking and everything trucking. If you haven't watched any of my videos, I'm actually in the CDL apprenticeship program through a company called Schneider. So we're going to talk about a lot of things here and there, and you're going to see and basically follow through my journey as a CDL apprenticeship. My ultimate goal would be to one day have an actual authority and own one or maybe two or three trucks. But anyways, let's get into the video. Alright, so the very first thing that you have to do before you open the hood and you start talking about the engine components, you have to talk about the front of the vehicle in your pre-trip inspection. So imagine yourself right now in front of the vehicle, a big old semi-truck tractor. There's a couple of things that you need to mention. There's an abbreviation for this, so write it down. It's 3 L's, LLL. You're gonna talk about your lights, all of your lights. You're gonna talk about the vehicle itself, the tractor, if it's leaning one way or another, because that can indicate maybe a flat tire or bad suspension. So you have to talk about the tractor if it's leaning one way or another. And you also need to say, the third L is any leaks. Check for any leaks underneath the actual tractor, by the engine compartment. Make sure that there is absolutely no leaks, whether it's, you know, coolant, whether it's fuel, whether it's whatever. Maybe you have some exposed wires underneath, pulled or ripped wires. Anything of that nature you have to talk about. So let's I'm gonna say it the way I say it and the way that I was taught. So if you know it a different way, there's no right or wrong way, as long as you mention everything, then that's all that really matters. But here we go. The very first thing is the lights. At the very top of the tractor you have a lot of little orange lights. Those are called clearance lights. So you mentioned the name, my clearance lights. And remember, there's an abbreviation for anything that's lights. It's CBM. So my clearance lights are properly mounted and secured. That's the first thing you gotta say. Then you say CBM because it's anything has to do with lights. You say it's not cracked, broken, or missing. And for every light component you have to say that it's of the right color. In this case they're amber. You can say either amber, you can say there's clear, and then anything that points backwards is red, like your brake lights, your tail lights, you know, your four-way flashers pointing towards the back, they're always going to be red. Anything that points towards the front is going to be clear or light. And then all of your clearance lights, your side markers, all of that's going to be amber in color. So anyways, here we go. My clearance lights are properly mounted and secured. They're not cracked, broken, or missing. They're of the proper color of amber, and they properly work. You have to say they properly work, and boom, that is it. From there I go down to your headlights. When you mention your headlights, you want to get all of the functions out of the way, because your headlights, it's not just you say headlights and that's it. You gotta say the functions. So for example, my headlights are properly mounted and secured. They're not cracked, broken, or missing. They are of the proper color, light or clear or white. I think one of those will get you through. And they properly work. That includes my headlights, my high and low beams, my left and right turn signals, and my four-way flashers. And so you don't talk specifically one by one. You don't say my high and low beams are properly mounted and secured, they're not cracked, bent, or broken. I think the first thing you say though is you mention all the functions. So you say, here in the front I have my headlights, I have my left and turn signals, I have my high and low beam, and my four-way flashers. They're properly mounted and secured. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. They're not cracked, broken, or missing, and they're of the proper color, white, and they properly work. Boom, that's it. That is it. When you get all your lights out of the way, then you talk about the second L, leaning. My tractor is not leaning one way or the other, indicating a flat tire or a broken suspension. Boom, you get that out of the way. Then the last L is leaks. And underneath my tractor, I'm checking for any sort of leaks or any broken or exposed wires underneath. And my tractor has absolutely no leaks. But you do have to talk about the leaks. So you gotta say my tractor. I check underneath my tractor to see if I find any leaks. My tractor does not have any leaks, and it doesn't have any cut or exposed wires hanging from the bottom. And that's it. Boom, you get that out of the way. So there you go. Those are the 3 things you have to talk about right before you open the hood and you start talking about the engine. You got to remember, it's an abbreviation of 3 L's, LLL. You talk about all of your lighting, your clearance lights. You talk about your headlights. You got to mention the functions, your headlights, your high and low beams, your left and right turn signals, your four-way flashers. Then you talk about any sort of lean on the actual tractor itself. If it's leaning one way or another, indicating flat tire or a broken suspension. And then at the end, you check for any leaks underneath or cut or exposed wires hanging from the bottom. And that's it. So remember, you gotta remember this. LLL is for the front. Lights, lean, or leaks. And then for all of your lighting, it's not cracked, broken, or missing. CBM, that's the abbreviation you have to remember for any sort of lighting. And then that's pretty much it. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. Please smash that like button if you like everything I said and everything I mentioned in this video today. Please also don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification icon, because I will be making more videos. The whole pre-trip inspection is very intense, so I'm gonna make more videos. So that way, also hit that notification icon so you get notified when the next video comes out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next one.